Hey y'all, how are you? It's Burgess Taylor, also known as Journey with Burgess. I wanted to talk about my August setup, and of course every time I get ready to film, I'm either having microphone issues, or they're planes, or it's storming or something. Sorry, I'm whited out. I apologize for that, but let's see if I can turn that. Yeah, I think that might help a little bit. Okay, so I wanted to show you my August setup. This is today's page. I had a stick-it note. I am still in the Giglio Appunto Croc. I absolutely love this thing. So we're gonna go to August, and here's August. I've been writing a win or something big that happened. Could be where I have technical issues, or like here, it could be any number of things. And then we get to, here's this week. And I have the Very Hungry Caterpillar as my theme for August, y'all. So this was last week. I think it's so cute. I think it's absolutely just so cute. And then just have my little butterfly magnet clip because, you know, the Very Hungry Caterpillar, he's eating because he's hungry. He's very, very hungry. And he eats all these things, ice cream and watermelon and cake and 1 apple, 2 pears, 3 plums, 4 strawberries, 5 oranges, okay, planes, leaves, and all kinds of things. That's where we're at here. I do have a few things. Last week was my practice the pause week. This week is establishing a regular gratitude practice. So I'm gonna get to August, and this is what I have for August. I did this calendar for my patrons of the Very Hungry Caterpillars, just because I wanted to do something nice. It's not, I don't think the PDFs are really big part of the tier thing, because I do those for all my patrons. I am doing to-dos, writing things down. I do sometimes illustrate the things that have happened. These are some of my big things for August. The 1st, the 2nd, the 3rd, the 4th, the 5th, the 6th, the 7th, the 8th. This is all the stuff that I got to make my granddaughter a pink cake, along with probably pink cupcakes. We had strawberry French toast. Our Starbucks has temporarily closed as of the 5th, and I went to get my mom on Sunday from my cousin's house. So my aunt was visiting from Indiana, and my other aunt was visiting from Charleston, and they all met up at my cousin's house at the lake. While I was there, I stopped by that Starbucks and got me one. This, my son and I tried these out. I tried the mocha, and he tried the vanilla. It's Maxwell House's mocha cold coffee. And then this is today, and like I said, I've been doing some research on my microphone because I started having some issues with the USB cord thing. So July went pretty well. I enjoyed July. I don't have it all in here because I didn't start using this until a little bit later in July. You can see how the pages get fuller around when I started using it. I am going to fill in those pages whenever I have a chance. Some of them just need a few pictures. Some of them need some writing. As you can see, I've been quite busy with stuff. Documenting things. That's when my Forerunner broke down. The alternator sorted out. Yes. So I need to fill these in. I need to fill these in. Like I said, that's this. So my August setup does not end there. It's my Galen leather cover, and I still need to do some work. This is my Tarot Oracle Moon Phase journal. It's an Odyssey notebook, and I have pulled cards. I need to watercolor them. I have had some technical issues and haven't gotten to it yet, and today is already this week. These were tarot cards for August, y'all, so I'm behind, but I will get there. This is the new notebook, so I'm going to show you that in a minute. This is my Hobonichi Cousin. So we're going to go to the August calendar. I need to fill some things in here. but I wasn't quite sure of how exactly I wanted to do this. I have been thinking about it now that we're into the first week of August, and I think I'm going to write down the things that, this is my personal reflection, personal journaling, and things like that. So I think what I'm going to start doing, other than appointments and things like that, maybe bills or whatever, I'm not using this as a planner. It's anymore. I am writing things. I do have some things down, but what I'm hoping to do is start writing down, because the other thing are things that happen, or wins, or challenges that happen in the planner, on the calendar, in the B6 plus Hobonichi Cousin. So I started thinking, because of the gratitude practice, I mean, I don't want to intermingle too much of my personal journaling in that planner. So what I've mostly been writing down are the wins and things like that. So I thought, well, maybe I'll just write down my gratitude on these pages, or I could do them on these pages, because I don't, as you can see, there are things here, but I am writing some of the stuff with establishing a regular gratitude practice. This is, I have the 52-week intention journal. I will leave a link to it below. It's guided prompts to build a practice of reflection, focus, and meaningful change. I have been going through it, and I am really loving it. I haven't written down anything in here quite yet, because I knew I wanted to show it. I'm a bit behind with this. I wanted to write some of the stuff. I've got it on Post-it notes elsewhere, so I will put it in here and add it. And then we get to August, and I have the calendar in A5 form here, and I haven't written personal things because, like I said, I wanted to show this on camera. So I have been doing things, and I am a bit behind with this, but you can see what I'm doing here. I am doing some journaling. So I'm a few days behind. I've got some stuff to do. I'm not in this every day. I do a few days at a time. I usually am bringing this in the house, and I usually do this while I'm watching TV. This is my morning pages journal. It is just a composition book. It has a cloth cover, and I show this in the other part of the video, but I just kind of wanted to show you. I love this thing. This is just a scented flare. I love them. I love them. They smell so good. This is the new notebook. This cover should be in here, but I'm going to show you. This is another Gilio. I've got 3 of them. And this is the journal. It's just a journal. I have been missing the 68 GSM Tomo River paper, and when I noticed that Odyssey notebooks had soft covers, I had gotten one. I wanted to use it, but I wasn't sure of how I wanted to use it. The 68 GSM Tomo River paper is divine for art and fountain pens. I've got some 52 GSM ones. I think I'm going to use that one from now on as my Dear Diary kind of journal, because this is where I do more of like documenting life, current events, my life, other things. So I have this. Stop comparing yourself to others, and if you really can't, let it inspire you instead. I took this from an old Hobonichi Avec that I had split up on 2 pages. It was used as a planner more than anything else, so I took a bit of the art out from different things and put that here. And then we get to this last week. So I have different things that happened throughout current events. This is where I did some journaling. Because of that, I had a conversation with myself. This is based off of an article in the magazine called Breathe. It was called Inside Takeaway, and they were talking about having conversations with yourself. So I wrote down some of the words that they were saying, like, there's my L missing. Do you say things like I should, I have to, I need to, I've got to? They say that your inner monologue can affect your mood and mindset, and you need to change these things. I should, I have to, I need to, I've got to, etc. to more positive things like I'm going to, I will, I'm looking forward to, I can do this. And it says you can write it out like in a journal entry. You could talk it out with yourself, listen to yourself. They have these different information. I wrote that in there. This was where I was practicing some shading. and that's what you see. Like, it's a variety of different things. This was done on the 8th of August 2022. So that's all I'm doing. I'm doing whatever I want to in here. I'm just practicing. I realized that fountain pen, I was really hard to get like really light shades. I could get really darker shades, but that's one of the reasons why I'm practicing, is to figure out how I can get like lighter and darker and stuff like that. That's this notebook. And like I said, it is the Odyssey notebook. It does have 68 GSM Tomoe River paper. It is a 5mm dot grid, and it has 496 pages. So this is my B5 Odyssey notebook, and I have put this in here. This is stuff for work. I haven't filled everything out because I knew I was going to show it. So I have some things right here that I'm going to be writing down. I'm going to be putting my stickers in here for whenever I get things done, like videos. Like, I didn't get one up last week. So I'm working on a content schedule and things like that, and I'm working on finding a day to go live for YouTube. I want to do 2 videos a week on YouTube, and the only way I'm going to be able to do that until I get a bit caught up, because there's so many family things going on right now. So I am thinking about what day. So I think I might create a poll. I think I talked about that too. But I'm excited because this is working out well. So I'm going to be doing different things in here because I have things in here, and I want to make sure that I cover things, vision boards and different things. So I think I may write out coffee chats and have a coffee chat log, because I do have some blank pages. I do have like a thing that has this, and instead of notes to self, I may put something over that, and I can use these 2 pages for an index specifically just for coffee chats. Gives you a chance to see some of the things that I've got going on for August. I love the Hungry Caterpillar. I chose it because it was one of my grandson's favorites. Well, I'm trying to get a bit of planning done, and I thought we'd talk about what I've done, and I've got to do a bit of watercolor. I need to do a bit of catch up. Today's is going to be, we're going to do this. So each day I kind of have a theme. I am going to be filming a tarot journal video for the $5 tier on Patreon. It is first thing in the morning. I did the morning pages and left the journal in the bedroom. I'm out here in the studio, and I wanted to get some of this done because it's going to be a busy day. I have a lot to do. I have to take Doug to work. So let's see. I need to start with, I need to mix. So let's get my rag and my little mixer. But it is Monday afternoon, so I've done a lot of this. Now I have done quite a few things, and I wanted to show some of that. Now we're going to go to the other part of the journal, and I want to show you the flip really quick, and then I'm going to do some watercoloring. Well, I've already shown this notebook. It's an Odyssey Soft Cover Notebook. It has 496 pages of 68 GSM Tomoe River paper, y'all. It is absolutely lovely. It is to use, okay? Now I'm going to check and make sure that my microphone is working because I have been having all kinds of microphone issues. Yes, it's working. It's working, y'all. It's working. I decided I'd had enough. I've tried several different kinds of journals over the past few years, and the one thing that I really miss is the 68 GSM. Now I could make one myself, and I have really missed Taroko Design, but with the vid, it made shipping and all of that very problematic. So I found the Odyssey notebook had the soft cover, and it's the same color. You have colors you could choose from. I chose, let me show you. I just chose the black, okay? And I put a piece of vellum that has, I got that, I don't know, a good while back from like Hobby Lobby. Stop comparing yourself to others, and if you really can't, let it inspire you instead. So not only have I, since One Book July started, and now we're into the second week of August, I not only have had a Hobonichi Cousin Avec A5 cut down to B6 plus size, and I'm using it avidly as a planner, but I am also now using a completely new journal. Odyssey notebooks are fantastic. They have hardcover, they have the soft cover, they have B5, A5, they may have A6, they don't have B6, I checked. Maybe they will soon, but y'all. So I took this out of an old planner. I think I talked about that, but I'm not sure. Sometimes the bravest and most important thing you can do is just show up. Brené Brown. I love me some Brené Brown. And I put that in there. That was when I had black glasses. So these are current events that have been going on the first in August. So Nichelle Nichols, Commando Uehara, passed away, and they have been doing, like, they were doing these tributes and honors after her death. The U.S. kills Al-Qaeda leader in a drone strike in Afghanistan. A lot of people have been talking about what happened on January the 6th, and this was a tweet about that and Alex Jones's phone falling into the hands of plaintiffs' lawyers, and I put shows the climate of the U.S. The WNBA star Brittany Griner was sentenced to 9 years in a Russian jail for drug smuggling. We've been having flash floods in Kentucky and some in California. I put down water crusted around 21 feet in Kentucky. The flood took out bridges, knocked houses off their foundations. So that was why I have the water here. And then I did some journaling for the 6th, and I was thinking about my goals and how I could be consistent and sustainable, not only with the journaling, but with YouTube and with Patreon, and hopefully one day soon with my blog or my website, depending on how I figure out, like what I figure out with Ko-Fi, because I am revamping my Ko-Fi page. And I was talking about how I need to get back to having fun with what I'm doing, not worried about what gurus think or say about what you should do. I used to have so much fun with my journals, which makes far more interesting videos. That's where I'm at, y'all. I know I didn't get a video up last week. I'm going to try to get 2 up this week. It's been kind of hectic. I mean, I wrote down some ideas, I wrote goals and fun and ideas and community and things. So this is where Sunday and Saturday is. So your inner monologue can affect your mood and mindset. And then I need to write up here, what did I do? Let me find it. It's not there. It should be somewhere. Must be in this mess. Here it is. We're going to start with the very dark brown. That's a mid brown. That's a dark brown. We might use the mid brown and the dark brown. Okay. Because what happens when you use these, and I know this because of Courtney Diaz, if you want them to move around, then you need to be pretty quick with the water so that that can happen. This is the, like, this is yourself. So this is going to be very dark compared to the other. I've been thinking a lot about why I journal and about what I was doing in the very beginning of this document your life via art and words, when I fell down the rabbit hole in the journaling community and found the life books, and whether they were Hobonichi or Fobonichis or sketch journals or whatever, but it's more like a just, you know, documenting your life as things happen around you, with your life specifically, with current events, your environment, the country you live in, the world, all the different things. But I've been thinking a lot about why I've been journaling, why I started YouTube, why I started Patreon, and I started analyzing some of that, and I just took a few minutes. Actually, it's probably more than a few. It's probably about a good 30 minutes to an hour journaling about it, and I realized that it's not at all about the end result. Not really. When I'm doing these pages, when I'm doing the videos, it's about the process. Did I have fun? Did I capture the essence of what I was trying to accomplish? Capture the essence of. I mean, yeah, did I do that? Can I share it with others? The journal, the video, and if I can share it, if I can do it, then you can do it. And that's the sharing part. That's why I'm sharing it, because if I can do this, you can do this. Not everybody wants to add art to their journals, but some people do want to add something extra to their journal, a watercolor background or maybe something. And there's all these different things that you can do to your journals. And y'all, I spent 30 years away from art, and we are born learning things. When we are born, we learn all these things: art, writing, vocabulary, learning how to play a musical instrument, different things we learn. And yes, there are some people who are like prodigies and they're just naturally inclined to do something, and then there are other people who really, really practice. You don't have to be an artist to capture things in your journal. You don't have to be a professional. All you have to do is be willing to try and to have fun and do it. You can learn, you can get better. Sometimes when I have these conversations with myself, it's a time for reflection. It's a time to look back at the things that have been a win, the things that have been challenging, is to reflect on, do I still like this? Do I still want to do this? Am I still interested in pursuing, learning more about how to do something? Or is it time for me to release that and let it go? And I have been going through a lot the last few years, and I have finally feel like I have come back to me after all this grief and healing and learning and reflection. And I'm documenting that too. Now, the whole purpose of this journal is that I can do anything I want to in it. From writing things out to chronicling the current events, to chronicling things that I saw in, say, a magazine that made an impression, that got me thinking, and that I'm thinking maybe I should write a coffee chat about. You know, I think it's very interesting. Sometimes things really stand out to us. And I wrote her, like, she's got her hands in her pockets and she's like, oh man, you know, like she could be talking. And I thought about drawing a mirror there, but then I was like, no, that's a little too obvious. So I did a pin for the write it out, and I did it where she's looking at something and put talk it out. And then this is from, this is a reiteration of what was in the magazine. And I like how it turned out. It shows a bit of difference. They're not completely accurate, but they're pretty close to a mirror image in a way. And I like how that, I really like how that worked out. So this is just one of the journals, like I said, and this is my morning pages journal. It's a composition notebook, and I am loving it. And the cover, it's just a cloth cover. So I'm excited though, because the planning, the B6 Hobonichi Cousin, the B6 Plus, is working out fabulously. I am doing planning. I am documenting some things, doing a tiny bit of, I guess, what you could call memory keeping in there. Just so that whenever I do go to document my day, I've got the information that I can do that with. I'm doing a lot of that along with personal reflection. I've got to do the stuff here. This was the first and the second and the third and the fourth and the fifth. I need to do the 6th and the 7th. I haven't done that yet. I did start it, but that's all I've done yet. Working on it. Y'all have a great one. I'll see you again real soon. Thank you so much for being here. Thinking about going to live, doing live videos once a week. I think I'm going to do a poll on my community thing. Y'all have a good one. Bye, y'all.